record. Good morning, Sheryle DeGirolamo, your New England region president for at least another month or two. And so as part of my job, I wanted to take the time to actually introduce you to all the great stuff on CRS.com. So I'm going to start, and then we're going to let Lisa finish. So if I can just share my screen, we'll begin.
Yes, and welcome everybody. So excited. There really is. As Sheryle said, there's so much on CRS.com, and sometimes people are like, I can't find anything. Where am I going? And sometimes it's not as intuitive, although there is a brand new web interface, which is really great. And so there's so many resources, guys. You know, we hate to have anybody reinvent the wheel, and there's no need to reinvent the wheel because there's marketing materials, there's all kinds of referral programs, there's vendor relationships we have. So can't wait to hear. And Sheryle has really made it a commitment to continuing to explore this site. So I'm very excited.
So if you're at home and you have two computers, or you want to go along with me and click all these same things I invite you to do that as well. But basically, you go to CRS.com, and then you'll see this kind of a screen. And so education, here's an education catalog, there's webinars. So any one of those you could click, and you'll see this 15 results that came up. I didn't even specifically search for anything. And then you can learn a little bit more about each class.
Can I mention quickly also, if you don't mind me jumping in occasionally, Sheryle, there are at least 12 hours of free webinars for members and designees every year. So that's just something, you know, you can always get your renewal credits, and you can really, you know, get a lot just from the free webinars that are offered on CRS.com.
Right. And I'll be going back and forth on these, but here's an events calendar. If you wanted to know when CRS week is next year, if it's posted, they'll let you see it. Celebration's been rescheduled, so you'll be able to click on here and see that it's now going to be in Tahoe, Lake Tahoe in August. If you're looking to place a referral, this is a really good place naturally to find a CRS. So if I said, all right, I need someone in North Attleboro, that's where I live, and maybe I know this person, being me, and that's as easy as it is. Like maybe I met someone at Celebration, and I know that they're in the Dallas area, and they might be right for this particular client I want to place. So make sure you go in, you fill out your profile, because in here it'll show, you know, what involvement I am in leadership right now. Do I have any other kind of designations? What's the education I've taken? So if someone's a CRS and hasn't taken a class in a year, I might say, wow, they're really probably not that interested anymore about keeping up with things. And I might think it's a second guess and make an appointment with someone else rather than someone who's no longer taking advantage of the education that we have. I remember Lee Brown said one time she doesn't give a referral to anybody that's not an RPAC member. So I made sure that I'm an investor there too. My expertise, again, these are things that you would fill in. And then the market area, you get an automatic one with wherever your office is located. But if you want these extra towns to show up, it's a little extra money. So you go in on your profile, and then you could fill out the extra towns, and it might be $30 a town to actually post on your profile. So that's pretty simple.
Now, where do people go, do you know, Sheryle, to update that profile?
So right here is my dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
So then you'd see my profile.
Perfect.
And then you would fill it all out.
Okay.
And then don't forget to submit anytime after you complete the form.
Got it. Okay.
So if I forgot, like I registered for something, all my registrations should be in here. Now I'll just stop here for a minute. The one great thing I did last year, the opportunity came to renew membership. And with that, there was a bundle of webinars that was offered for $199. That's it. So I signed up when my $195, and I padded it with the $199 2020 bundle. So a lot of these classes that you may see are part of that bundle. And I get to watch them. See how it says 2020 webinar bundle? So I get to watch them whenever it's convenient for me. And there's over 100 classes on there. So it's like $1.99 a class, and each class is like an hour. So it's the right tools, the right time. If you think you want to be a video queen, there's like 4 or 5 classes on there on how to be the video queen. Right, Christine? Christine and I are going to study those together. That's our goal for this coming year. So again, it's a value of like $750. If you're a team leader or if you're in education, you might want to consider that, especially a broker owner. So that is really cool. My education.
You could feature lunch.
What's that, Lisa? I don't know who spoke, but
I was just saying you could do lunch and learns in your office. You can do them. You know, it's great. It's just a great value, and the information is fabulous.
right. So here's some of
The bundle. I love that.
social media marketing tips. Some of these come with certificates. So if it was a class that required a test at the end, this is what the certificate looks like. How to handle virtual negotiations. So again, you can put them in your brag book for yourself or post them on your website. A lot of things like you didn't even know existed when you come in here and you start to look around. If I was trying to get my designation, they would be, what's the progress? How do I go about that? And what do I have to do to keep my designation? So 2 credits are required a year to keep your designation, and when you pay your dues, you can get them so easy. I'm going to show you, like, one of the places you can go in resources is TRS magazine, which is the residential specialist magazine. And it'll say right here, most of you probably get this in the mail in paper form, but you could also view this online page by page. It's going to take me to another site. And then there's a quiz. And if you answer the questions correctly, there's like a series of maybe 10, then you can get your two maintenance designations, your 2 credits for maintenance for the designation. So you can view this interactively. So you could read it online, or you can read the magazine in your hand, and then you just go on and answer the questions. There's some advertisers that pop up on this, so we just gotta get over that. Oh, now it just went away. Hold on. Let's see. Let's skip. So with TRS magazine, we just were there. In that magazine, you can see that there's a newsletter that comes out 6 times a year. You can go into your area, Market Myself, and you can customize that newsletter. So you could send it out as a mailer. You can see that it comes like a September, October version. You can download it as a PDF, or you could download it as a Word version. And then you can drop in your photo, your name, and your contact information. Let's see if it comes up for us.
That's where you download the Word document and then customize it, and then maybe save it again as a PDF and then mail it out to your sphere.
Yeah, exactly. Or, sometimes too, when we were doing open houses, this was a really good idea. So down here, you can see I have a Mac, so the Word docs are a little different. But down here is where you can put your name on one side, and then there's a page 2, which you can put your photo in. And then they fold like trifold. So I get them to my printer. He folds them. He sends them through Every Door Direct to keep the cost down. And if I have like a farm area, so I would send them to my farm area, but they also are a nice handout at your open houses. Again, there's all the different.
So you do hard copy?
Yep, hard copy for my farm area, and then also hard copy it for open houses to hand out. But you could take that same information and post it on your website as well. So let's see. I don't use this, but there's an Inman Select discount if you wanted to get their newsletter. This section is just for the CRS designee, and it's nice marketing materials for you if you're on Zoom calls and you want to use these backgrounds. They're downloadable, as you can see right there. If you have a website and you want to kind of let people know you're a CRS, you can download these banners. These are little frames that go around your profile picture on your Facebook. Look at this guy right here, Superman. There's thank you notes that you can get. I put some of these on our Facebook group page and our Facebook regular page for RRC today. And it's just a download of a quick video that talks about the value of a CRS. And then these ones are fun too. It's a little animated one. And basically it says, you know, most realtors get their real estate training in just 40 hours. But at CRS, it's almost considered like a PhD, and you want someone that has that point of difference. So these are good to like drip on your website every now and then. If you wanted more things to hand out again at your open houses or as part of your listing presentation or buyer presentation, these are already pre-made for you, and you can see in this gray shaded area, that's where you would drop your photo in. These are all pre-made for you as well. They can be shared with clients to help them with their home buying or selling process. And again, reinforce the value of hiring a CRS agent. So all you need to do is simply download them. And on the second page, like I'll just pull up this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you open one?
Sure. Well, let's see.
I'm not sure what you opened there. Yeah.
There's the tips. And then here's where you put your photo down here and your name.
Content looks great.
Yeah, it's
simple, easy to read.
So this is the little thing that nobody can find. But
Where is it?
can you hold this up? I don't know if Lisa, you have yours because you're not at your home. But this was a little bit expensive, and it's hard to see if I was holding it. It's a trifold again piece. It's all done for you. All you have to do is fill in your name, put in your photo. And again, this is really a useful piece if you're going on a listing presentation or a buyer presentation and at your open houses. It looks very professional. It's good, heavy cardstock, and it's well done. So if you made your own, great. If you don't have one, you might as well take advantage of one that's really professionally done.
And so, Cheryl, where are you using these? Because I know you've really had some great luck with these trifold brochures. Where are you using them? And can you give us a little sense of the cost and what you feel like your return on the investment was?
Like I said, I do remember them being a little pricey, but it doesn't mean you can't PDF that and get it made at your local printer. So I want to say, like, I really don't remember, but like maybe over $100. But they were good, and I don't give them out to everybody. You know, so if someone came to the open house and we started engaging in conversation, you know, I would give them that rather than my small little business card, and it would really say a lot more about me as an individual than my business card. So, but you know, most of the stuff that you
And
see,
it continues to drive home. CRS.
and I mean, this is all included in your $195 a year stuff. You could just get the PDF and you could put it somewhere. It wouldn't cost you anything. It's included. So let's see. We did that. So let me just look at my notes for a second. So resources. I did the CRS magazine, the video marketing. I'm a CRS professional brochure. Designations. In here, if you think you want to get some more business, you might consider filling out this questionnaire on what it means to you to be a CRS. And then they will check. And here it says, let's see, down the bottom, that might tell you. The passion of our members and designee help to drive council forward, connect with these individuals and more, or find a CRS. Want to share your positive experience, potentially be featured in our promotions? Complete this survey. So just another free opportunity out there for you to get recognized and noticed when someone's looking for someone in their area. Okay, let's talk about membership then for a little bit. So when we had CRS annual, we learned a couple things. And Lisa alluded to them in the beginning. And that's about the education. 98 courses to date are offered, 36 e-learning titles, 70 plus webinars, 3 learning feasts, they call them, or fests, an elite pro virtual, and then 3 complimentary titles, 5 certificate programs. So let's see. So we talked about education, we talked about helping you market yourself, and then now it comes down to referrals. So for me, after listening to Ann Meswa, if you listen to the Education Mastermind and Membership Mastermind, she said that when they asked the group of people that volunteered what they felt the value of membership was for them, believe it or not, they came up with a number of $30,000. And that was a conservative number. So I said, wow, all right, what's my life been like this year? And how do I measure up? So Nora Lynch, when she was here, referred two clients to me. Is she?
Yep.
And Lisa referred a client to me. So the GCI on that was approximately $30,000. But I also made some outgoing referrals too, which generated another like $7,000. So for me personally, if I just counted the 3 that I received and the 2 that I sent out, I have $37,000 more for my $195 investment. But also I do volunteer, and being a volunteer gets you a little more exposure. So I definitely want to encourage you all to be members, of course, but also volunteer and get more exposure. Before I let Lisa take the mic for a little bit, I wanted to explain that because of your leadership team and one of our members, Kate Lanigan McGregor, made a suggestion to have like a different mastermind every week in the month. And so for instance, the first of the month, we're going to dedicate again to the education team, and that would be Nora Lynch and Kelly Catallo did an outstanding job together with Nora. We're going to continue that the first Monday of the month. The second Monday of the month is going to be similar to this. We're going to do a leadership panel, and today it's Lisa and I, of course, but it might be you're hearing from finance that particular second Monday of the month, just so there's total transparency and you really get to know your leaders. The next one beyond that is going to be membership. So this is where we look to spotlight you and get you some exposure in the 6 states that we are under that New England region for. And our new member chair will be selecting people, but don't be shy, volunteer if you have something you want to share. And then we're going to have a replay for the 4th Monday of the week. So you'll be able to go to the YouTube channel, and if we can figure out how to get it on Facebook and replay it, we'll try that too. But just so you know, that'll be the lineup, and we're going to be presenting who those speakers are through the wonderful help of the VA that we have helping us now from National. So I hope you're all getting those correspondence and finding them useful. So Lisa, I'm going to take a breath, and why don't I let you carry on? I'm going to turn my screen off. Maybe. Once I can find it.
Sure. And actually, I don't think you made me a host.
Yep, you certainly.
If you make me a host, I can share my screen in a minute.
You are a co-host, Lisa.
Okay, all right. So hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for much great info in there. I love it. And how we're going to, what to send out. And even if you just choose that newsletter once a quarter, it's time to touch clients and a ton. The great news is only 3% of all realtors are CRS, right? So, and not everybody, I don't know about you guys, but I end up getting the same email from a number of people sometimes because it's one of those automated things. So the good news is there's such a small, fabulous group of CRS that we probably will not be duplicating efforts. So we'll see. One of the things I wanted to mention though, they've been working really hard over the couple of years to continue to add some benefits in terms of member benefits, not just for designees, but also for general members. And one of them that they introduced this year is called the Solo K Solution, and it is a savings plan that's similar to a regular kind of 401k that's available. So I just wanted to point that out to people. If you don't currently have a 401k or you don't have a SEP IRA or something like that, and you'd like to consider that, we do have the Solo K Solution. It's tax a retirement plan exchange, and it's a retirement plan solution for business owners and their spouses who are receiving compensation from the business. So they're pretty similar to a lot of other SEP IRAs, but I know people have been very encouraged that that's something that was offered. There's 3 different levels that you can use. There's a do it for me investor and the leave it me to many of our member benefits are for all members. Most of the
We're having a hard time hearing you, Lisa.
for the oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm somewhere where the internet's not great.
All right, well, I guess I'll
You might have to take over, Sherry.
wrap and take over. So
Sorry.
while
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the next thing just to pop up for me, I wanted to tell you that there's an opportunity, 2 opportunities for education in December, in case you haven't got enough this year already. One of them is the certificate program that I talked about. There's 5 this year, and it's a smart home, power up your smart home technology with Kim Cameron. So our RVP is Kim Rickard out of Pennsylvania, and it's $75 to members. It's 2 days, because that's what they're doing now with the 1-day classes, is they're splitting them up because we can't possibly stay butts in the seat for 8 hours straight. So December 2nd and 3rd from 10 to 2, if you're interested with that, you can just go on CRS and look it up. And then Nora and Kelly have done a great thing and brought back Marky Lemons to our area. And she's going to teach us 7 things that successful agents do differently. And she's always extremely entertaining. So she's not to miss. We had her on last week just to get to know Marky. So if you want to learn a little bit more about her, you can go on our YouTube channel, or you can go on Facebook group, New England Region Facebook group. Okay. And check it out and get to meet her a little bit too. Hey, Nelson. Can you unmute?
Can you hear?
Can you unmute?
Hi,
now?
Cheryl. How are you?
I'm good. You have a little history with CRS. Can you say hello to everybody?
Oh, hi, everybody. I am a past president, but I do really mean past, a long time ago.
Well, thank you. Nelson was a mentor for me, and we're also in a math mentor group of other broker owners, and he's been a very big help. And I just want to thank you publicly.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And thank you for always supporting CRS. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Let's see who else. I'm going to look around this room and see who else is in here that we could say hello. Or does anybody have any questions?
Oh, hi, Lisa.
Hi, Nelson. Can you hear me now, real quick? Or is it still
I heard that. Okay.
Yeah.
okay? I know it's real wobbly. I just changed to
No.
mention before we close, if I can, is everyone to know? Can you hear me? No.
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
thank you.
All right.
Let's see. Hello, Annie. No. Can you unmute?
Yeah.
So Ann is our network director in Rhode Island, and she has agreed to stay with our team for 2000.
Does it help?
Oh, I think Lisa's gone.
What's
So
that?
we're hoping
No, that it was just that I turn off the video.
no. So Ann's going to stay on and join the leadership team this year. We're going to have installation on December the 14th. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride trying to plan for that. When we could have 20 people, we had it almost all set, but now we can have to drill it back to only 10. So look for that on December 14th. We'll try to keep it tight to the 30 minutes that we usually dedicate to Mastermind Mondays. And I think think those are the only dates you have to keep memorized then. So again, the December 2nd and 3rd, if you wanted to hear Kim Cameron, December 8th and 9th for Marky Lemons, and then the 14th for our event for installation of the officers and President's Awards. So we got some good surprises coming. So I hope you join us for that. And it's about 12:25. Does anybody else have any good questions that I could answer?
So Cheryl, Ann had a question for you, whether she can use your numbers about referrals and a promotion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Usually when I do my business plan, I make it a point to say to myself, I need 6 transactions from my referral side of my goals. And so I noticed this year, because we can't get together at Celebration, right, that I got chocolates, macadamia chocolates from Hawaii, from the past president in Hawaii, and he just wants to keep those referrals coming. So, you know, he didn't have to pay $1,000 to fly to New Orleans or Nashville, like I guess we were going to be. So made the investment into macadamia nuts and sent them to me. So now I'm going to remember him when I need to make a referral to Hawaii. So think out of the box a little bit and have some fun, even if it's just a postcard. I can remember Annie Hartcool when she did go to Celebration. She got these inexpensive little magnets. Remember, Nelson was
Yeah,
heard the story.
I do.
And I want to say they're probably like this big, like a little bit bigger than a business card. She probably got them at like Christmas tree shop, and it said Cape Cod on it, and that's her market. And then she said on the back, if you know anybody that would ever need a referral to the Cape, think of me. And she signed it, Annie Hartcool.
Mhm.
She got $1 million referral from that effort. So she said, my husband complained the whole time carrying those magnets when we were out in California in San Francisco Celebration. She goes, but now he's not complaining anymore. So,
Cheryl, can I just say something to that? I know in my marketplace here, I think I've got 66 CRSs, 64. So I'm kind of like at that pivot point where I want to see the numbers increase. What your comments were about what CRS means to you in tangible dollars speaks volumes. And I know in a past life when we were really under the microscope to do outgoing referrals, the only way that the agents in my office kind of put the 2 and 2 together was when I had a check presentation that actually showed that the dollars translated in what we used to call an outgoing referral. And then you could see the light bulbs go off. So if everyone has that same kind of story as you wrap up the year in business, and we can start to publish that, I know in Rhode Island, I'll get some more traction, because with the education and everything else, the bottom line is what's in it for me. And a lot of practitioners, it's the bottom line, like what's it all about? And if it can't translate into dollars, I think we're missing an opportunity. So
nope, that's good. We should all definitely share more of that. And the one thing I probably need to mention too, and I guess I kind of alluded at it, speaking with Nelson and also you, Ann, and mentioning Nora, is the support you get from this group, one of another. Like everybody has their pearl, I always like to say, and I try to find that in each person, but and learn what I need to learn from them, and then reciprocate. So that you can't even put a price tag on, right? So Nora and Marie, I was looking for a service. They both suggested Ruby Receptionist. So, it would have taken me a long time to interview several people. But because I could go to those resources and ask them, Dawn Hadley called me last week. She's from the Duxbury Marketplace in the South Shore of Massachusetts. And she said, I'm really trying to figure out if I should hire a personal assistant or if I should use a VA. So you're going to see, I talked about it with her from my perspective, and I have a hard time delegating. So I wasn't the right person. But I know that Lisa Parenteau just hired somebody, and then also Marie Presti did. There's my friend Dawn. Hello, Dawn. So Dawn, we made a special survey that's going out to all the members to ask you a bunch of questions, no more than 10. Mm-hmm. Do you use one presently? Would you be interested in learning more? What do you generally pay? So, I love it when people call and they ask questions and we give you what you want. So look for that. And ideally, it might just be one person speaking, or it might be a panel, because some people like virtual, some people like personal. So we'll get that formatted and hopefully out in December. So you can make that decision to hire. Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Okay, and with that, magically, we're on the dot for 12:30. So thank you so much. I love seeing everybody's faces. Thanks for people that put the video on. I appreciate it. Oh, Deb, Connecticut, and her mom, Bunny. Hello, hello there. How are you, my friends? And Beverly, good to see you. Stephen, good to see you. Are you in San Francisco, really?
No, that's the Newport Bridge.
Oh, Newport. Well, I stand corrected. Wow, I guess I got to get out more. And Marie, I can't see Marie, but thank you for joining today, Bunny and Deb. All right, it's a wrap.
We miss you, Cheryl.
Oh, I miss you too.
Thank you for everything you do, Cheryl.
Okay, my pleasure, my total pleasure. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
Monday.
You too. Bye-bye.